On the 17th of December 2019, I invested in stocks for the very first time in my life. I bought 30 shares of Lloyds Banking Group for 65p each, which I've since sold. Since then, I've been on a personal journey where I've had wins and losses, but ultimately I've learnt a lot along the way. For a good number of years before this, I was saving a portion of my salary and not really knowing what to do with it. As I watched the bank cut my savings rate time and time again, I felt that my money needed to be put to work much harder than the 0.2% I was receiving through the bank. This also coincided with me being made redundant at my place of work, but the silver lining was that I was given a small severance payout. So, using my savings and my redundancy payout, I decided to embark on a journey into the stock market and focus on dividend growth investing. Fast forward 2 years, and I'm going to take a look at where I am currently, how much I've made, and the experience that I've had so far. I am a fully qualified SEMA accountant, so while I guess I might have a little more financial knowledge than some, I'm not a guru, and the whole investing world was new to me. I'll be the first to admit that my initial approach to purchasing stocks was more in line with a kid in a sweet shop. It was a very haphazard, scattergun approach, and I ended up buying way too many stocks. I actually ended up with over 70 stocks in total. For some people that would be fine, but personally I found it really difficult to keep track of what was going on in each company. Another issue that I found with having so many stocks is that there were a lot of positions that I just rarely added to. I had my preferred stocks and my not so preferred stocks, so when I came to invest some of my salary each month, I always tended towards buying the preferred stocks. So I started to sell off a number of stocks where I either didn't fully understand the business or the industry, or where I didn't have 100% conviction that the company would still be as prosperous in decades to come. These are the companies that I ended up selling. Some are really good companies, but I just have to remind myself that I don't have to invest in every single great company out there. Just a small handful is plenty for me. And through selling these companies, I did make a small profit of £608.06, which was reinvested back into the portfolio. I don't mind admitting my mistakes and failures, as I think that they are life's best teachers. This YouTube channel isn't ego-driven or a vanity project. It's just my own personal journey and experiences that I hope others can learn from. The current market value of my portfolio is £36,254.03, which represents an unrealised gain of £4,201.95. I don't really pay too much attention to the market value, as we know that the market is volatile, and it's my intention to never sell any of my shares to take out of the portfolio. I invest to receive dividends, so I actually prefer my portfolio to be down as I get to buy discounted income. I was in the red for most of 2020, and at one point during 2020, I was actually down 27%, which would have been a loss of £5,065.96 if I was to sell, which obviously I didn't. If you are interested in market value, then I suppose it's a good example of investing for the long term, and not panicking if your portfolio is in the red, and just look at the way it's bounced back since then. However, I do wish for March 2020 prices again. So let's talk about dividends, which is my primary concern when it comes to my portfolio. I've received a total of £1,418.62 in dividends since I began my investing journey. Every penny has been reinvested back into the portfolio to hopefully get that dividend snowball rolling. In my very first month of receiving dividends, I was paid £2.05. My last full month, December 2021, I was paid £132.72. The blue line on the graph is the exponential trend line, so it's nice to see this slowly start to curve upwards. I hope that you can see that everyone starts small. I feel that you've just got to remain focused on the long term and keep consistently investing each and every month. Whether it's £50 a month or £500 a month, it all adds up. And as I discussed in one of my other videos, the powerful effect of compound interest can really turbocharge your portfolio. If we look further into my 2020 dividends, We can see that even with all of the economic turmoil, I was still receiving a small income. June and September in particular were very nice months. And in total, 2020 paid me £515.90, and my average over the year was £42.99 per month. Looking into 2021, we can see these monthly dividend amounts slowly increasing, as I kept investing each and every month. The yellow bars are 2021 totals, and for comparison, the blue line represents the 2020 totals. It's encouraging and motivating to see that every one of my months in 2021 beat the month in the previous year. September was tight, but I still did see an increase of 53p. Over 2021, I was paid a total of £902.72, which was up £386.82 from 2020. My 2021 monthly average was £75.23, which was up £32.24 from 2020. I enjoyed tracking my progress as it served as a great motivation and keeps my conviction and enthusiasm for dividend investing very high. After 2 years of learning what I've done well and what I've done wrong, my strategy feels more refined and focused. I'm really concentrating on buying solid companies that pay growing dividends. My plan over the long term is to carry on restructuring the portfolio, i.e. selling off more stocks to reduce the number of holdings, and adding a consistent monthly investment into my more preferred stocks. I think an ideal number for me to aim at would be around 25 to 30 stocks and around 5 ETFs, split in a 60-40 ratio. At the minute, I do have positions in all of the stocks that I intend to hold, most recently starting a position in Microsoft, where I intend to dollar cost average over the long term. I'm really happy with my investing journey so far, and I'm also really excited to see where I'll be in 5, 10 or 20 years' time. To reiterate again, this is a long-term journey that I'm embarking on, and I'll continue to provide regular updates on what I'm doing and how my portfolio is looking. I hope that you found this video interesting and informative, and I hope it's given you inspiration and ideas for your own personal finances. If you have, please like the video and subscribe to the channel to make sure that you don't miss out on any future monthly reviews. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Thanks again for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.